What's up, Vinyl Community? It's your boy Chris coming at you live from my Dodge Ram. On my way up to Noble Records. For those of you who've been paying attention, and I'm sure it's a lot of you because Dylan's got 8,945,000,000,000,000 followers. Dylan dropped a whole bunch of heat this morning. Trying to head up there, beat the crowd, get up there before they open. As my per usual, when there's something that I really want, got my eyes on one in particular that I'd like to have for myself. And then I got a few friends that I'm going to try to hook up today as well. Going to see what I can make happen. 3 straight weeks of winter weather here in my little area of upstate South Carolina, low state North Carolina. And we don't like this shit. We're not used to it. I mean, granted, when I say winter weather here, the first weekend it was some frozen rain, a little ice, the slightest little bit of snow. Last weekend was, let's just call it 2 inches of snow, and last night was a dusting that lasted for about an hour. But it's more than what we want here. Let's just call it what it is. But anyway, I digress. Hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend and a wonderful day. Hope no matter where you are, hope you're enjoying some family time, some alone time, some time with your music or whatever. And hopefully I'm coming to you guys soon, hopefully with some finds, hopefully for myself and for my friends. We'll see what happens. I'll talk to you guys soon. What's up, Vinyl Community? It's your boys Chris and Josh coming at you live as always from my Dodge Ram. So you guys are going to see the intro to this where I was heading out all by myself. I had no idea whether or not I'd see Josh today because Josh went out on a good old-fashioned bar crawl last night for somebody's birthday party, and I wasn't 100% positive whether or not this fool would get his ass up out of bed and come out this morning. But he met me shortly after I got there this morning. All well and good. Everything is great. We had a great dig, had a great breakfast at Rhino Market and Deli, which you guys have heard the two of us talk about several times in several videos, and just had a couple of tasty beers over here at Town Brewing Company in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you guys are ever out and about, highly recommend. But first things first, let's go ahead and start with Josh about his Noble Records find. Let's go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, it's been an interesting 24 hours. Yeah, I got up this morning, like, just feeling like shit. Like, celebrating my sister-in-law's birthday. She's 35, going on 22.
35 going on 19.
Yeah. And, man, it's just like, and she wanted to go to more bars and stuff like that. We went to 4. And I'm like, can we just, like, stay at a fucking pub?
I hadn't been to 4 bars in 15 years.
Yeah.
Much less one night.
Yeah. I'm all about the pubs, not the clubs, so.
Damn right.
But we had a great time. Got to meet some friends I haven't seen in a while. But got up this morning, 8:30. I was like, well, I'll pop me a few ibuprofens. Try to shake off this cruddy feeling. I know I'm gonna get breakfast as soon as we get done shopping for records, but I found the stuff that I was looking for. So
And some.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes that's all that's worth it. So got this record for my brother-in-law, who's getting into a lot of
Matt, you guys have seen him on this channel.
Yeah, you've seen him on the channel. Matt,
at least 2 videos.
My brother-in-law, Matt.
Minimum 2 videos.
He's apparently he's getting into Hawkwind, which is like your psychedelic space rock of the late 60s, early 70s. So I got him this record because I already have it. Hawkwind, Warriors on the Edge of Time. Hope you enjoy this bud. Like, this is just like a true, like, it's like driving in like a 1970s van that's got like wizards and space, people on it. Like, it's like that kind of album. Like, it's really awesome. And I got one for myself that's also Hawkwind. And I know I'm probably gonna butcher this fucking the title of this.
Do re mi fa sol la ti do. Do re mi fa sol la ti do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Yeah, so, and the artwork's just like gorgeous. I mean, like, look at that. Like, it's just like pristine, like space epic, like dealing with comic books and stuff like that. Like, even on the back, it's like saying, "Blood greetings, oh brother, from our great space mother. The saga of Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do is a collection of ritualistic space chants, battle hymns, and stellar songs of praise as used by the family clan of Hawkwind on their..." This word's kind of faded. The epitome to the fabled land of Thorazin. Man, that's just awesome. Like get you a blunt and, you know. And
That shit sounds like acid, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, so yeah, just
No blunt.
just explore the realms of the cosmos with that album.
But please, no acid.
No acid.
Nobody
No.
needs to do acid. Weed, yes.
Weed,
acid,
yes.
no.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, next.
And then I got this record by Limelight Records. I was just floored by the album cover alone. Plus, it's Cannonball Adderley and John Coltrane. So Cannonball and Coltrane. And Limelight is actually a really good, record.
It's a pretty solid label.
Yeah, pretty solid label for jazz. But I was also interested in the lineup too, because in addition to Cannonball Adderley and John Coltrane, you have Wynton Kelly on piano, Paul Chambers on bass, and Jimmy Cobb on drums. So I mean, great freaking lineup. So I figured I'd just get that because it sounds like a pretty decent record there.
That's a murderer's row of a lineup. I know that.
Yeah. Got this one.
Nice.
So I've only got like 2 jazz records this time, which is lately it's kind of, that's all I get lately. But if I was going to go with any jazz record, I wanted to come away with this one, and it's Japanese pressing of "Preach Brother" by Don Wilkerson. I believe Chris got one, like an original OG mono.
I had an OG stereo, and then I upgraded to an OG mono. So I've got an OG mono now, yes.
So I got like a Japanese pressing, which, if most of you vinyl enthusiasts know, Japanese pressing is like really, really well done.
Absolutely. Always.
So you got Don Wilkerson on, is it alto sax?
Yes.
Yeah, alto sax. Grant Green on guitar. Sonny Clark on piano. Butch Warren.
Yes.
Butch Warren on bass,
Yep.
and Billy Higgins on drums.
Yes, sir.
So Chris has been, telling me, dude, you got to get it into your life. You got to Tonto jump on it. But yeah, like I've been on like I've said before in these previous videos, I've been on a real Grant Green kick lately. Because he's probably without a doubt my favorite jazz musician, because I'm prone to guitars and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm really stoked about this record. And finally, the 3 records that I like
That you got out of bed for with your hungover ass.
that I got out of bed for. To me, this is probably one of the greatest songwriters that ever walked the face of this earth. It really says something when someone like Bob Dylan calls you the greatest American songwriter of all time. That says something. So Dylan posted these, and I'm like, if I could just come away with one of these, I will be completely satisfied.
The snow and the bad weather worked in your favor today.
It did.
Because if not for that, the line would have been bigger and you might would have missed out.
Might have missed out. But first record, Flying Shoes by Townes Van Zandt. So that was the lesser of the 3.
Yeah, I know.
In terms of price, but it's still a great record. It's got like some of his classic songs on there, like Loretta, No Place to Fall, Flying Shoes, Who Do You Love, When She Don't Need Me, just like really great stuff. He's a songwriter. Then I got Our Mother, the Mountain. I got this album alone just because of the track Kathleen, because my wife, her full name is Kathleen Olivia Rischebarger, and I actually played her the Kathleen song once, and she's like, I actually like this. I'm actually glad to have a song with my name in it. So I got her that, and it's got some other great songs on it too. Tecumseh Valley is a great song, Snake Mountain Blues, but great records. But the if I was going to try to come away with any record, this was going to be the one. It's the most expensive of the bunch. It is the late great Townes Van Zandt, which features probably his most well-known song, Poncho and Lefty. And just to give y'all a little taste of...
I hate those sleeves.
Yeah, I hate these sleeves.
Those sleeves are fucking terrible.
Dylan, get some good sleeves, man.
He actually, he likes them.
Yeah. Oh, fair.
To each their own. I hate them.
Spladow. That is those poppy labels. 1972 United Artists Records. Yeah, so you got No Lonesome Tunes, Sad Cinderella, German Mustard, Don't Let the Sunshine Fool You, Honky Tonkin', Snow Don't Fall. You also have Fraulein, Poncho and Lefty, If I Needed You, another classic song of his, Silver Ships of Andalar, and Heavenly Houseboat Blues. Like I said, one of the greatest songwriters that ever existed. The others, I believe, are also poppy labels. They just so happen to be a little cheaper than this one, but I am just super stoked that I came away with this. I've been looking for this one for quite a while, and it's been a good day. Let's just leave it at that. Chris, you want to show the fine folks at home what you got?
Absolutely. So I showed up today. I got up, put my hoodie on, and came all the way up here to Matthews, North Carolina, for one record. I had one record in mind today that I wanted to snag. But Dylan put out a shitload of heat today, and I knew for a fact that I was coming up here for records for 3 friends minimum, possibly 4. And the reason I say possibly 4 is because I didn't know how hard he was going to get it in. And if he got it in too hard, I was going to snag those Townes Van Zandt records for him. So thankfully, he got his ass up out the bed today and come and join me. I didn't have to worry about him, and he got everything he wanted. So that's wonderful. He showed up in line right behind me, got exactly what he wanted. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
So I still did business for 3 friends today. I'm going to go ahead and start off with theirs first, and then I'll hit you guys with the one that I got my ass up out the bed for today.
And we got to go get beer afterward, too.
Yep, absolutely.
And some good breakfast.
Absolutely. So, first of all, from my boy Ed. My boy Ed wanted me to grab him Just Us, the Roy Haynes Trio.
Nice.
Yeah. OG Mono, New Jazz, sweet session. Absolutely awesome.
That's a great freaking price for it, too.
It's a great price for it, and it's a wonderful session. Happy I could get that for him. He also wanted possibly the African Beat, if it was an early pressing, but it was a blue label white B. He wasn't interested, but I'm glad I was able to help Ed out. The next 2 I show you are going to be from my boy Tree, a supreme love here on YouTube, and Tree McGee on Instagram.
And you're welcome, Tree. I pulled you this one.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Josh with the assist on this one. It's a sealed 1970s press of the Tokyo Blues, Horace Silver Quintet, stereo pressing. Phenomenal record. What's so interesting about this album is Horace Silver years later said that this was his favorite album cover of all his albums, which is interesting to me, because it's just Horace with a couple of Japanese ladies. I mean,
maybe that's why.
I mean, I'm not downplaying the beauty of the Japanese ladies. I mean, they're beautiful, and Japan's a beautiful country. And maybe he had a great time in Japan, but...
Maybe he had a great time in Japan.
But I can just think of...
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, maybe. But I can think of several covers by him that I definitely prefer. But, hey, he did go on record to say that this is his favorite cover of all of his albums. But,
maybe he found some some good solid ass over in
Well,
in Japan.
yeah. But Tree, that's on the way to Colorado to you. And then next up, you and Tree and I had talked about a Judy Seal record. I can't remember the name of the other Judy Seal record that we missed out on. I just know I like it. We had talked about the possibility of nabbing that one, but that one was no longer available. But thank goodness for him that there was an original pressing of a record that he actually preferred. And so nabbed this one, Judy Seal. I believe it's self-titled.
Asylum Records.
Yeah, Asylum Records, clean record.
Asylum
Awesome record.
Records actually has like great artists on it.
Absolutely.
Like, Tom Waits was on Asylum Records.
Yep, absolutely. And Judy Seal is phenomenal singer-songwriter. Wonderful stuff. So happy to help you out with that one, Tree. They'll be on their way to Colorado sometime this week. Next up is a record from my boy Jason at the Jazz Basement, or It's Jaw. Jazz Basement here on on YouTube, and It's Jaw on Instagram. He'd been on a hunt for a really solid early copy of Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers Moanin'. And today I helped him out with that. So 1962
Actually, I helped you
mono copy.
that one too.
You did.
I was right next to the late great Townes Van Zandt.
Right. So Josh with the assist on this one as well. 1962 Moanin', original mono, super clean copy.
Lee Morgan.
Awesome stuff. Lee Morgan, Benny Golson, Bobby Timmons, Jimmy Merritt, Art Blakey. I mean, come on. It's if you're gonna have,
It's definitely one of my favorite jazz albums.
it's on the list of like if you could only have like 10 jazz records. It's on that list.
It's on that list.
It's on that list. So
I mean, if you're going to have any Art Blakey record, that's the one to have.
I don't know if it's my favorite, honestly.
It's not your favorite, but it like you can make a solid argument.
I don't know if it's in my favorite. I'm not positive, but it's
because he does have a lot of great ones. He's got the Big Beat. He's got like
Free for All.
I
I mean, plenty. There's so many awesome ones. But I'm gonna go ahead and send that on up to DC as soon as I can, my friend, with another Art Blakey record. That's funny because here recently I scored a copy of the Drum Suite for Jason here, so I'm going to be boxing them both up together and sending them up to DC this week, my man. So I know you're looking forward to that. And another thing, since we got Jason involved, Dylan had posted this record, had told me he was getting it, had posted it for sale earlier this week, told me it was coming in, everything like that, gave me a heads up. It's an original mono, and it's sealed. So I'm going to give this some background. Late in 2021, I had a big jazz soiree. I picked up 3 Grails that day. I picked up John Coltrane's Soul Train, and I picked up Sonny Rollins Volume 2 on Blue Note, and I picked up a copy of this one. OG mono, clean, very happy with it. All is well all is good in the hood. Everything's great. But this one's original mono and it's sealed. Tell you something about your boy. I love nothing more than to be the very first person to drop a needle on a freaking 60-year-old record. It's wonderful.
especially if it's Blue Note.
Right. So I had no choice but to work out a deal with Jason. And he agreed to buy my other original mono copy that I had scored at the 2-year anniversary for Noble Records last year. And I went ahead and pursued this one full on, full-fledged, full force, balls to the wall. It is a sealed first mono pressing, Hank Mobley, dipping. I'd love to say I'd show you guys the label so y'all could hear me say splat out, but I ain't opening this bitch until I spin it. That's all there is to it. Lee Morgan on trumpet, Hank Mobley on tenor, Harold Mayburn Jr. on piano, and Larry Ridley on bass, and Billy Higgins on sticks. As you guys can see, the bitch is clean because it ain't never been opened. So I paid a little up for it from what my last original mono copy was, but I'll be the very first person ever to open it and put the needle on a 60-year-old piece of wax. And I am thrilled about that. Thank you, Jason, the Jazz Basement here on YouTube, for helping me make that happen. Because had you not jumped in and bought my other original mono copy, I'd never be able to make that happen.
Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you to Dylan. Thank you to Noble Records. Thank you to Rhino Market and Deli for some fantastic breakfast burritos and cold beers.
Town Brewing Company.
And Town Brewing Company right across the street for a couple of awesome cold beers and a great atmosphere and a couple of pretty girls. And I just want to tell you guys that hey man, if you guys are ever in Charlotte, North Carolina, Noble Records, Brown Market and Deli, Town Brewing Company, hey, stop in. Charlotte, it's I got to admit it's getting better. Getting better.
Got to admit it's getting better.
A little
Getting better all the time.
Yes, absolutely. So until next time, till next video, keep dropping that new beat.